All right, if you're a senior product leader, you already know this. The game completely changes once you get to the top. So let's talk about Ascend PM. It's a leadership program built for you, the people already at the top shaping the future of tech.
So let me ask you a real question. What actually happens when you're already there? When you're a director or a VP. The challenges you're facing, they're on a whole other level, right? And honestly, it can get pretty lonely.
And here's the thing, and it's so important. The skills that got you here are not the skills that will get you there. Those generic courses, they just don't cut it. They don't get the high-stakes reality of your job, the nuance, the massive strategic calls, the team-scaling headaches you're dealing with day in and day out. Okay, so that's exactly where Ascend PM comes in. And look, this is not just another course. You got to think of it more like a purpose-built alliance, designed just for senior leaders like you.
The whole thing is a year long, and its exclusivity is really the key here. It's a mix of live lectures, collaborating with your peers, and actual in-person meetups. And what that does is it guarantees that every single conversation is high level, and more importantly, it's focused on the real, complex problems you're actually dealing with. And let's be clear, you can forget all that abstract theory. The entire program is built around you bringing your actual real-world challenges to the table, and then solving them together with people who get it.
Okay, so how does it actually work? Well, the whole experience is powered by this core engine they call the quarterly growth cycle.
So every quarter has this really smart three-part rhythm. You start with a live online lecture from a top CPO. Then you move into a reflection activity where you actually apply what you've learned to your own work. And then you wrap it all up with an exclusive in-person meetup. It's this powerful loop, right? Learn, apply, connect.
The curriculum itself is built on 4 pillars that just flow across the year. You kick things off in Q1 tackling how to scale your product teams, and we're talking way beyond just hiring. This is about building world-class structure and culture. Then Q2 is a deep dive into advanced product strategy. This is where you really master making those tough, high-stakes calls even when you're working with incomplete information. From there, you move into Q3, which is all about your leadership growth. Honing your ability to influence, communicate, and manage stakeholders at that executive level.
And finally, it all comes together in Q4 with execution excellence. This gives you the practical frameworks to make sure that huge vision you have can actually be delivered.
But here's what I think is the most incredible part of this whole thing. Who is actually guiding you through it all? This is a real game changer.
The whole year-long journey, it's guided by 8
chief product officers from Israel's most successful unicorns. I mean, think about that. These are the leaders who have built and scaled massive, massive companies. They've been in the trenches, they've faced the exact same hurdles you are, just at an insane scale. So you're not getting theory, you're getting battle-tested strategies straight from the people who've done it.
So after a year of this, what's the real takeaway? What do you walk away with? Because it's so much more than just a new set of skills. It's about building a seriously powerful long-term asset for your entire career.
Of course, you're going to master skills for scaling and strategy, and you'll get insights you can use like the very next day at work. But the biggest thing, the real prize, you are literally building your own personal board of directors, a trusted network of peers, your people that you can rely on for the rest of your career.
Okay, but I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but who on earth has the time for this? And they've thought of that. The whole thing is designed for ridiculously busy execs. We're talking maximum impact with just 4 to 6 hours of your time per quarter. It is absolutely built to respect your schedule.
So, it really all boils down to this. If you're a senior product leader and you're ready to stop tackling your biggest challenges alone, if you're ready for insights from the absolute best in the business and you want to build that lifelong support network, well, then there's really only one question left. Are you ready to ascend?